Well, hey guys, welcome back to Ray's Create Cards. I am running really late trying to get this video up for you for in the morning. It's almost 10 p.m. here in Morristown, Tennessee, and I should have already had this video done and uploaded and all ready for you at 8 o'clock Friday morning. Forgive me for running behind. Anyway, everybody knows by now that the last chance sale and even the current clearance rack was updated today. There are all kinds of goodies on that last chance sale. If you want to see everything that's being offered, including there are some items that are as much as 60% off on the last chance sale, okay, from our current mini catalog. It's going away. It's phasing out. Things have got to be sold. They've got to go. And so you can take care of some of those really good deals. Anything that you had your eye on in the mini catalog that you weren't able to get yet, hopefully now you can. There's stamp sets, there's dies, there's DSP, there's ribbons, there's bling, all kinds of neat stuff. Just head on over to rayscreatecards.stampingup.net, click on shop, and there will be a banner across the top that will have direct links to the last chance sale. Everything is fully pictured with the new prices, and ditto for the clearance rack. You'll be able to go on there, and there are several pages now of things in the clearance rack, and yours truly has got her eye on a few of those things. But anyway, and I didn't even, for anyone who's new here, I am Ray Henderson, and I am coming to you from Morristown, Tennessee. That is in East Tennessee. And I thought tonight we would get together and make a simple fun fold card. Guys, I'm done with Christmas. Like, I've got maybe one or two more Christmas cards to make myself, and I am done for this year. However, I did want to get out a couple of things that are either on the clearance rack or part of the last chance sale. Not everything I'm using tonight will be in that category, but like this DSP that I am featuring tonight will be. So yeah, and the bling that we're going to use on this card, absolutely. You'll be able to get some good deals on those. So, are y'all ready to get started? All right, we're gonna do this card. I say redo it, and I'm gonna make just a couple of changes. First of all, we're gonna make it into a birthday card. Second of all, where I have used Mossy Meadow for the mat on this one, I decided to go ahead and use the Night of Navy, which is the base that I did for this card. We're going to use the same DSP, and I'm going to use the same stamps, but I am going to change the sentiment up just a little bit. But this is so cute, and it's so easy and simple to put together. All right, so I'm just going to lay this to the side for the moment, and you're going to start out with a cardstock base that is 5.5 by 8.5, and we're going to score it at 2 3/4 of an inch and 7 inches. And so let me get my trimmer very quickly over here so that we can get this scored. That's a wonderful thing about the Stampin' Up trimmer, is that we can I'm going to have to pull my arm out too because of that 7-inch score. Okay, and so we're going to go to 2 and, whoop, got a little eyelash, 2 3/4. And we're just going to score that, and then drop all the way down to 7 inches and score that. And as far as I know, there's not a there's not a technical name for this. I'm just calling it an easy fun fold. But even though Christmas is just about on top of us, we need other cards too, right? We need get well cards and birthday cards. My son, my oldest son's birthday is today. And so happy birthday, James, if you should be watching. And I'm sure he probably had to work today. So once you've got the 2 3/4 inch and the 7-inch scoring done, you're simply going to fold them in toward each other, and you're going to have a very, very slight overlap here of the larger piece on top of the small piece. It's not going to overlap a whole lot. All right, I'm going to start moving these cheat sheets to the side as we get to them. You're going to need 2 pieces of DSP, and the DSP I am using, I'm sure is very familiar to most of you, and it's called Beauty of the Earth Designer Series paper, and there are all kinds of wonderful patterns for the fall. There's some wood grain, just beautiful, beautiful patterns. And honestly, guys, I have not used this as much as I should. Isn't that beautiful? It's beautiful. And you can get it for a lot less than the original price, okay? So that's one of the items you will be able to get a hold of if you so desire. Okay, we have 2 pieces of DSP. And this one is cut at 5 1/4 by 1 1/4. And I'm just going to go ahead and get ready to glue that down to this little flap. It's actually just the back side of this. So we're going to glue that down. I thought about maybe bringing in some of our metallic cardstock and putting a metallic layer so it would just have a little bit of a border underneath showing, and you absolutely could do that. Copper would be really pretty with this, I think it would be. It'd be awesome. And I'm just trying to make sure that, one, I'm straight, and I don't think I'm totally, there we go, much better. And that you have about the same amount of distance, top and bottom, side to side, okay? Now we're going to get this one glued on. And this piece is cut at 5 1/4 by 2 1/2. Get that put on my poor little glue bottle, which I'm still using on from last week, and it was almost empty then. It's fighting me just a little bit, but I think we can make this work. And again, being mindful if whatever pattern you use has an up and down, be mindful of that when you're cutting your DSP so that you've got it all going in the right direction. So there we go. So far, so good. This is what we have. And then on the inside layer, it's a piece of basic white, and it's 5 1/4 by 4 inches. However, before we put that in there, I do want to go ahead and stamp a couple of things. And I want to get my Night of Navy pad. And what I did, one of my favorite sets, and I'm so afraid it's not going to carry over for a 3rd year. It's in our annual catalog. It's not going anywhere, at least not yet. But it's called the Forever Fern. And I thought, you know, since I had a birthday card to make for a guy, and that was the inspiration behind this card, I thought this was perfect. So on the inside, I am simply going to take this particular stamp out of it, and I thought I would just put that down here in the corner. I'm not real sure what verse I want to put on the inside just yet, so that part I will leave blank for right now. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at all that shading. Love that set. I hope y'all have it, and if you don't, I hope you want to get it, because it is amazing. Okay, so I've got that. Now, the other thing I wanted to put in there, so when I did this card originally, and why is everything going yellow? Is my camera doing something weird? Wow, that just looks yellow. Let me see if I can intensify. Well, that didn't intensify. Let's see if I can get that up there and up there. All right, but that still looks kind of yellow to me. So what is going on? Wow. Maybe it's the colors. If I move this, does it get brighter? I don't see it getting brighter. If I bring that in. Oh my heavens, I am so sorry, guys. I don't know what's causing that. I'll turn on my other little fill-in light and we'll see if that makes that any better. But my apologies. I do hope you can see this okay. Oh my heavens. All right. So originally when I did this, I wanted to put a little bit of splatter that tied in with the DSP. And in this DSP, one of the colors is Cajun Craze and Mossy Meadow, Misty Moonlight, which is now retired, but that's okay. And so I got out my Cajun Craze, and the splatter stamp I used is from our current Quiet Meadow set. Okay, and so right there is that splatter stamp. And because Cajun Craze is such an intense color, I stamped it off, I want to say, probably 4 or 5 times. So let me, that's why I've got this scratch paper here. Let me see. See how intense that is? Can you see that pretty well? There's 2, 3, 4. That's looking pretty good right there. I'm just gonna go right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and right there. There we go. So that was pretty much 5th generation, and that will fade just a little bit, but you can see Cajun Craze is a very intense ink. Cajun Craze was also the color of ink that I used for the outside sentiment. And this card is so versatile. I mean, you can actually use this for birthday, get well, thinking of you, congratulations, any kind of sentiments you want to add to this card, you absolutely can. So we're going to take this, we're going to just glue that into the inside, and I hope everybody has been having a good week, and I know I say that all the time, but I really do hope everyone has been having a good week. I've been following that story on the 4 who were killed, the Idaho students, and not real sure how that's going to pan out, but I'm telling you, people have really got it rough out there, don't they? And so we can absolutely thank God for all the blessings that we are currently enjoying. Okay, now I'm going to change and go ahead and do the navy blue matte for the outside, 2 1/4 by 3 1/2. On my original card, I used that Mossy Meadow, and then the matte for that is 2 inches by 3 1/4 inches. And guys, I am going to go to my blog and try to get some pictures and everything uploaded tomorrow, get all the dimensions and everything written out for you on there. I have got so much on me tomorrow. I have got some sausage balls I have got to get made up. I have got whipping cream that I am going to be canning. And yeah, I just have a lot of stuff on me. So I will do my best to get that done in a very timely fashion just for you. And I will put a link to my blog down in the description below. Okay, now I want to take this longer skinny leaf which I felt tied in really, really well with this DSP. And again, I'm going to get out my Night of Navy. I'm going to stamp that on the front. And I'm trying to remember if I stamped that off once. I think I did. I did stamp that off one time. And just bring this down. Kind of bring that up like so. Make sure I get all that on there. And again, look at that gorgeous shading. And I hate to hold on to a whole lot of things once they do retire, but I promise you this Forever Fern, oh, and the dies that coordinate with it, they are awesome, awesome. All right, now I want to get back out my Cajun Craze and the current Inspired Thoughts, which is in our annual catalog, and I'm going to be using It's Your Time to Be Remembered, to Feel Appreciated, and to Know You're Celebrated. And so we're going to ink that up, and that's going to be the sentiment for the outside. Yes, my husband has a December birthday. His is on December, oh, I hope I get this straight, guys. Let me bring that down just a little bit closer to me. Yeah, so his is on the 27th of December. His I've already got covered. I have a grandson who has a birthday on December 26th. So, all right. So here we go. It's your time to be remembered. And again, I'm not real sure if I'm just going to write happy birthday myself on the inside, if I'm going to find a stamp to put that on. I don't know. But anyway. All right. Does this not make a great masculine card? And depending on what kind of colors you use, what DSP you use, absolutely you could even make it fancier than what I'm going to be doing, right? We're just going to lay this in here, glue that down. I'm going to hold that for just a second. And this product is not around anymore. Some of you may have it. It was called the Well Suited Twine Combo Pack. And it is my source for the navy blue twine. Again, if I hadn't had any, I absolutely could take white twine and color it with a marker or a stamping blend, right? So I want a little bit here. Just gonna put a little bit there and a little bit right there. There we go. Now, and this time I'm not gonna be conservative. It's not like I use my ribbons and my twines as much as I should anyway. And so I want to go around about 3 times. And I had my ribbon scissors here somewhere. There they are. Let's snip this off right about there. Just want to make sure I've got enough to lay in there and hold that down. And when you get ready to put yours together, kind of be mindful that you want to make sure you're not putting glue too far over this way. And so I'm going to take my Tombow. I'm going to be careful to make sure I have plenty of glue on here, but not so much that I overlap into the other side of the card. Okay. And I'm going to try to keep the same distance on the top and on the bottom. However, I do want to make sure it's all straight. Pick that up and look at that for just a second. Am I straight? There, that looks kind of straight. And I need to get a one of my bigger blocks and just lay on that for just a second while that sets up. But I have noticed, I don't know if you guys have noticed, butter is getting really expensive, and I have only used real butter for quite a few years now. When I started finding out just how bad margarine and things were, you know, the man-made stuff, I started using real butter some years ago, and you can cook with it if you need to, and it's just such a staple at our house. And so whipping cream can be turned into butter, and yes, it can be canned in a pressure canner, and it'll have quite a long shelf life. It will. And if I ever need to, I can make it into some butter. Now, one of the things, and I don't remember now, but I think it's on the clearance rack, these metallic pearls where you get the silver or the gold. Even though this color is a little bit light, it's not as dark as, say, the Cajun Craze that is in the DSP. I still felt like it went really nice. I did. And so we're just going to put about 3 of these on there. I've got even more of these. I mean, I feel like I use these a lot, but then maybe not so much, because I've sure got quite a few left, and I've got to get busy getting them used. And there we go. How quick and easy and simple was that? And that was with me taking time to show you how to put it together and how to score it. I had some of the pieces pre-cut. Yes, I did. But you guys are all really smart, and you've got the basics down, and you didn't need me to hold your hand for just every bit of it. But anyway, guys, I hope you like this, and I hope you can dig out maybe some DSP that you've got that might be getting on the older side, and go ahead and make your own cards. You absolutely could pre-cut several strips of your DSP and your card bases, and yeah, how easy was that? And if you wanted to put a piece of white cardstock on the back and write even more of a message, you absolutely could. All right, guys, and it seems like there was something else I wanted to tell you. Oh, yes, so today, December the 1st, not only was it my son's birthday, I did put in a little bit of a pre-order this morning as a demonstrator. That's one of the perks. You get to see the catalogs early, and yes, I have mine. All I am allowed to show you is the cover, and I have been carrying this around back and forth from the house to the car and from the car to the house, and I have just about wore off the cover. Just about, but that's okay. I've got more coming, and everyone who is a customer of mine will also be getting the mini catalog. And if you want to see what the back of it looks like, right there, isn't that pretty? Love it. And Celebration. I can show you the cover to Celebration. Now, one of the things that you're going to notice is that Celebration is only going to go for 1 month this time. So on January the 5th, when the new mini catalog goes live and the Celebration goes live, do be mindful, it's only going to be for 1 month. So from the 5th of January to the 28th of February. And I didn't really point it out to you, but the mini catalog is not going to be for 6 months. It's only going to be for 4 months, which I really appreciate, because our new annual catalog will be coming out probably the 1st of May is probably when it's going to release to the public, okay? All right, guys. Well, I hope that was a great little sneak peek for you. And one more time, and I'm going to bring in my original card, and I will let you decide, do you like the Mossy Meadow with the Knight of Navy, or did you like the Knight of Navy with the Knight of Navy? You know, we all have different tastes, and when I put this card together, honestly, I just was trying to bring out all the colors in the DSP, not just one or two. So, all right, guys, have a great, great rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend. Be blessed. Know that you're loved. And thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the thumbs up. And really, I so appreciate each and every one of you who subscribes. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.